Before getting into the leadership portion of this presentation, I'd just like to introduce myself for you to get a little bit of insight on me and who I am. I'm Daniel Chin, like I said before. I'm 20 years old. I'm in the NAIT Personal Fitness Program at NAIT in my second year and in my first semester. Basically, I've always just been a fan of fitness. I've always loved fitness. I love playing sports. I love watching sports. I love going to the gym. Recently, I've been doing bodybuilding, just trying to get a little bigger. But due to coast loads, I've kind of just slowed down and have had time to be able to get to the gym. Hi
everyone.
I'm Daniel Chin. Fitness is
And this is my personal philosophy.
my love for my fitness. For fitness
In this
is what
presentation,
really
I'm
brought
going to
me
be
to this program
describing
and
and
explaining
wanting
all the things I've learned through this
be a
program.
personal trainer to
Sorry,
help
through this
people
course,
grow
and reach
not
their
only just from the
goals
textbook, but
as from myself, and
whether
whether
it
it
be
be
leader.
fitness or whether it be personal.
So let's get into it.
I just want people to feel comfortable and basically reach their goals with me. Okay, so now I'm just going to get into the importance of leadership to me. Honestly, when I first saw this course in the course list of our program, I never really thought of anything of it. You know, it's just it has nothing to do with fitness, is what I thought. It is just another course, maybe just to fill the program. But when you really go into content, you really realize the learning experiences and things you can learn from all the things that are written in the textbook and what is taught in this program, in this course. It's really helped me as an individual grow and just help me grow as a person, and which has helped me been able to just show other people how to grow in the way that I have. I've never really been a person who has been a leader. I've always been that person in the background who just follows everyone. I don't really like being the person who tells everyone what to do. I've always been the person who would like tasks put upon me. Just those type of things. Like, I've never really been a leader figure to anyone that I've known. A really good example of this is at work. I've been working at Earl's for 4 years now. I work in the kitchen, and leadership is immensely important throughout any kitchen or any line. Although you may not be a leader in the kitchen, you still need to have those aspects and all those concepts of being a leader to be strong at your job. The biggest thing I ever learned was just giving feedback. I've always been someone who didn't like negative feedback, and I always thought of it as someone trying to get at me and put me down. I've never thought of negative feedback as a positive thing until I've read this textbook and gone through this course and really learned that, hey, maybe negative feedback is a good thing, and it's something that can help somebody grow and become a stronger and more reliable person. Just at work, I've always been that person who just stayed in the background, never gave my input. If I saw someone doing something wrong, I would just ignore it, let it go by. Hopefully they learn later. But now I've realized that to be successful, you need to have leader characteristics. You may not be the leader, but you need those characteristics to succeed, basically. I've learned that giving feedback, negative or positive, is always an important thing. Now I can give feedback and take it really well, whether it be positive or negative. I just think of it as a way to grow. Another really important thing, about leadership that I've really taken to heart is basically just being accountable for your actions. That's something I've always really I've always had a struggle with. If I ever messed up or if I did something good, I would never really take responsibility for it, especially with the things that were negative and things that I feel like that were mistakes. I would always try to cover it up, or I would just try to make excuses for what I did. But I've learned that taking responsibility and realizing what you have done is always the best route in helping you grow and become a better person and a better leader. Nobody likes someone who will not admit to what they have done, whether it be negative or positive. And yeah, basically, it's something that I felt has helped me grow as a person and helped me really be a better person. And it's not even just the negative. Even with the positive, if things were good, and even with school presentations, whether I contributed a lot of it, I wouldn't like to take the responsibility. I like to give it to everyone, which isn't always a bad thing, but I feel like it's always good to really take responsibility and positive things that you've done just for yourself and just to show people your confidence and just portray yourself as that type of person who likes to take responsibility in what they've done. So for me as a leader to myself, I know I'm not really supposed to be using content from the textbook, but really, from my point of view, I thought the Type Talk results form was definitely the biggest eye-opener, biggest learning experience for me as an individual and as a leader. I realized that I'm an introvert, someone who likes to be by themselves, has a small friend group, doesn't really like going to huge parties, meeting a bunch of new people. I've always just been in the background and gave minimal feedback or discussion, and I've always thought that that was something that I really needed to improve on. Basically, I've always wished that I was that person, that extrovert who would love going to parties, would love meeting new people, didn't like really time by himself, felt comfortable just being around a lot of people, but that was always just something that was difficult to me. And from reading that article and reading everyone's posts and making my own post, I really realized who I am and things that I should work on to be that person that I want to be as an individual and as a leader. Obviously, as a leader, you want to be that person who is comfortable being around people and meeting new people and just being that person who loves to be the one talking and not the one listening all the time. That's something that's an extraordinary characteristic of being a leader. You don't want a leader who is always by to himself and who always wants to be in a small group. You want that leader who flourishes, and that's something I've been working on. I've been trying to get out there, help myself grow as a person who doesn't really like to be around a lot of people. It's always just been hard for me to really understand this concept, and it helps to know that there are other people like me, and it also helps to know that here are the key points to help you get to be this other person that'll help you be a better person and a better leader. So yeah, I just feel the Type Talk results form was amazing. Another really important concept that I'd really like to get into is goal setting. Again, I'm sorry for using the textbook for this presentation, but I also thought that goal setting module was a really big eye-opener, again, in just really finding out who I am as a leader. I've never really been that person to be setting high goals for myself. I would like to set a lot of goals, but wouldn't really stay true to them or really help myself achieve these goals. In the text that we read, it described that goal setting is a part of life and helps you grow and stay that person who is healthy and hopeful in being a better person. It showed me the importance of how goals can help you get through your life even at the worst times when you think there is no other way of continuing. So there you have it. This has been my presentation on how this course has helped me grow as a leader and as an individual. Thank you for watching.